this is Fantasy-esque, and welcome back to the Sims 4 Royal Witch Kingdoms. Today we are picking up with the noble family of Holcane. Now, it has been almost 2 weeks since I last recorded a video, so I'm very excited to get the first video for the new year done, but these two have decided to sneak out of the palace. They're still in Forgotten Hollow, mind you, aka Holcane. They're still in Holcane, but they have snuck down the hill to the new tavern that has been put in place by the queen. So she doesn't know that they're down here. She's probably going crazy, sending guards out to find these two. But father and son have managed to escape the High Queen for a moment, only for a day, and I think High Prince Vex just wants his Tetralacotion to get some, reprieve, some rest from his Tetralanalka, because the queen is just so possessive of King Uther. She doesn't let him leave the palace at all, and she's already kind of started eating a little bit into his own personal academic, mental pursuits, all of those kind of things. So he's not doing too well. He's starting to feel a little bit sad and unhappy and just not in a state that he should be in, not like the early days. And High Prince Vex, he's noticing that. He is actually very mature for his age. I thought he was going to be a super spoilt High Prince because he's an only child and his mother literally raised him by taking him out to the balcony almost every night and saying, "Look, son, all of these lands that you see belongs to you. And everyone's beneath you." But somehow that hasn't gotten to his head. Maybe it's because his best friend is Dorian, and we all know the whole Watt family is quite grounded. So that's all fine and well. He doesn't know why exactly. He knows that his father's sad. He just has this feeling. So he wanted to help King Uther out, get him out of the palace, and he managed to sneak these two out of that space, out of the queen's influence, and they have come down to the tavern, which we are going to be taking a look at. But let's have a look at High Prince Vex. He's a little bit sad right now because it's raining and he's getting wet, but look at him! Isn't he cool? He has his father's red hair, his father's purple eyes. We already know this, of course. We saw it when he was a toddler. And also red skin. Now, one thing I have to say that annoyed me so much in the movie of this episode was Dorian, whose eyes kept changing to a human color. I tried so many times to change it back to his glowing blue, black kind of shade, but it wouldn't work. It would just revert back. So unfortunately, Dorian has human eyes, but we're just gonna deal with that. But look at him! He's so cool! I love it so much. I love it so much. But okay, we have that. I think most of his outfits are in this gray color, and then, but yeah, look at this, so cute! This is the outfit I have for the princes. And then his trait. So he is a gloomy child. So I feel as though part of that is his emotional maturity and sensitivity to other Sims and their emotions and what they're going through. And maybe growing up, he has actually, because he loves his Tetralacotion so much, and watching his Tetralacotion growing up, he wants his affection, and I'm sure King Uther gives it to him, but I feel like King Uther gives him affection grudgingly. He tries his hardest not to show that to the High Prince, but I think Vex notices, and over time, he has just assumed that it's the pressure of staying in the palace, it's the pressure that his Tetralanalka is putting on the king. So he is trying his best to help them out. So this is Haunt's Tavern, which is the inn that we have put down in Holcane. So if we have other Sims from other kingdoms coming to visit, they can stay here. I will put the creator of this lot in the description because I did get it from the gallery. It is originally called something different. It's called Fledermaus Tavern, I think, by sybilblackmon. So I will put that for you guys to take a look at, but let's go inside. It's a single story, but you head in. It's kind of, looks a slight bit old with some of the things like the rug. So definitely has a bit of a used kind of aspect to it, but really nice. A bunch of tables, seatings. We have a bar over here. We have one bedroom, and that's really small, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles. It's more of like a lounge type setting. And then we have a fireplace, more sitting areas, a pipe organ, and then I had to build this section and put in a shower because we had none. So there we go. Now, King Uther. We'll take you inside. Now, they do have a butler with them. So, in my mind, High Prince Vex, because of his maturity, is very endearing to a lot of the royal servants. And they adore him. So, I think they'll work together to help him slip out of the palace with the king while the queen, the High Queen, was busy doing something else. And, of course, one of the royal servants has come to be their butler while they're away from the palace to make sure everything is okay because, you know, safety first. So there we go. But let's get these two. Now, I have autonomy off. So I'm going to turn that to full. And I kind of want them to just spend some time with each other. Why don't you sit and chat inside, you two? Let's sit and chat inside. Come on, High Prince Vex. Come on. Don't be caught up in the rain. We don't want you getting sick, of course. We don't want you getting sick. And this tavern is not that far from the palace. It's near these two estates, so just down here. Literally at the bottom of the hill. Like, it's not even that far. It's not that far. But it's almost like too close that it's right under the queen's nose. I don't know if she would suspect that they've just snuck down here. She may think that they've gone off to another kingdom, and she might be sending her guards to go look for them there, but they're not there, they're here. So it's supposed to be a bit of a day trip. It's just supposed to be a day trip, a breather for King Uther. Uther, don't you want to chat to your boy? Let's see, let's brighten his day. Brighten your son's day. Brighten your son's day. This is good. And Uther, I imagine, I mean, I don't feel like he enjoys having to forcibly socialize with all of the nobles and such. In fact, he doesn't even like High Lord Eric. He really dislikes High Lord Eric. He's friends with the Holbots, but, you know, that just isn't really his thing. Unfortunately, because he is a king, it is required of him. And then, of course, Leia loves flaunting him around everywhere, so this is a good time for them to bond with each other. Okay, we'll cuddle him. Oh, cuddle him! That would be so cute. Oh, look at this. Oh, that's adorable! This is good. I feel like this is probably one of the first times that Uther has genuinely actually felt affection for his son and hasn't felt as though it's being like juiced out of him or forced. So that's really good. And it's all because High Prince Vex was a bit rebellious that he took some initiative to sneak them out. So that's awesome. Why don't you... Can you light this? You can't. Maybe your father can. Maybe your Tetrula Kotyan can do that. Let's light the fireplace. Come on. So we have a little bit of warmth. It's only 10 a.m. Monday morning. So I don't know how long this adventure is going to last. If they get discovered, I feel like because Leia keeps such a tight leash on them, if they get discovered by another noble or if they get seen, they'll probably get rushed back to the palace. But for now, nobody has seen them because they came in quite early in the morning, so they've managed to evade everyone. Okay, now unfortunately we don't have very many activities here that they could do together. But I suppose one of them... Uther, do you have any skills in... Nope. Okay. Well, he's sitting here. Why don't you practice why don't you practice and your father can listen to you? How about that? Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's play the pipe organ and your father can listen and that will be nice. Okay. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's adorable. He had to take a vacation day from Academy, Witch Academy. So Leia might start freaking out if she gets the notice that he didn't attend Academy that day. And she, I don't know, she's very jealous though. I don't know if she would ever suspect that Uther has like taken their child away. I don't think she would suspect that. If anything, she would think that both the king and the prince have been kidnapped by someone and their lives are being threatened. If anything, I feel like that's what she's gonna think of. Okay, you can watch your son. Watch your son. There we go. Go watch him. Now, this is all fine and well, but I feel as though Vex might really want to invite over his friend Dorian. So we might kind of go ahead and get Dorian over. Because I think he's having like his little bit of adventure, and Uther, probably after spending a few hours with him, has said, okay, son, I'm going to go read. I haven't been able to study for a while now, and since your Tetril Anelka isn't here, this is a good time for me to quieten down and be able to focus on some of my own things. Why don't you go outside and play? So Vex is going to leave his father be, and he's going to seek out Dorian so they can spend some time together. So let's pick up when we have that sorted. It's 3 p.m. on Monday. High Prince Vex is at the Hobart Estate. Well, he went to the Hobart Estate. These guys weren't there, so he decided to come to the park, which is very close by where they live. It's right in the middle between that and the inn, kind of like this main section over here. Central place. Central, what, square? Yeah, I guess, sort of, kind of. You know what I mean. So this is where Dorian was, Master Dorian, along with his mother and father. They frequent this place quite a bit to play chess, which I think is quite nice because it is, as I said, very close to where they live. So Vex is going to... Oh, you have popcorn? Well, the prince is hungry too. But let's just talk about favorite animal. Let's get to know enthuse about candy. Now, you'll notice that in terms of their relationship, they're not considered friends by the game, they're acquaintances, but I see them as friends because their family members are friends. So their parents have a very close relationship, and if you remember when Lady Ophelia was pregnant with Master Dorian, the queen was adamant that their children were going to be the best of friends. So they've kind of been pushed together quite a bit as youngsters in social gatherings and just going over to each other's houses. So I think because of family, they are friends, but Vex has yet to emotionally invest himself and fully trust anyone else, like any of the other kids. So Dorian's like the closest thing to a friend he has right now, but I feel as though he doesn't tell everything to Dorian either, because it's like he hasn't chosen Dorian to be his closest companion. It's been chosen for him. Not that he doesn't trust Dorian. Dorian has very sound, advice with a lot of things. Oh, and look, that's Master Eldrick. So he looks very cranky. He is the son of the Holdgen family, and I think we've seen him as a youngster, but he is a child now. Let's take a look at him. So here we go. Here he is. Now, I don't know what's wrong with... I'm thinking maybe it's something to do with those blue-black eyes, because Eldrick also has blue-black eyes. So does Dorian, but for some reason, whenever I give them their genetic, eye color, which is the one that Dante has, unfortunately they keep reverting back to the human colors. And this is Dorian, in case we haven't seen him. It's so cute. He has buck teeth, and High Prince Vex has, just crazy just crooked teeth everywhere. Like, look at his mouth. His mouth is a mess, but he's still so cute. He's still so cute. Okay, well, I don't know who these strange Sims are, but let's let's say hello to Eldrick as well. Why don't we ask Eldrick to hang out with us? We'll ask Eldrick to hang out, and then we'll kind of just make it a group thing for the youths. And that's right. We only have boys in Hallgame. I mean, Eldrick has a younger sister, Miss Veronica, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah. Okay, since we are hanging out, we've asked him, I'm just gonna go ahead and start the gathering. Hold on. I forgot to do this, which I actually need. Be friendly. Let's see what else. Be funny. Be mischievous. Be mean. I like putting all of those in because it gives them the freedom to act the way they want. So, and then, did I do mean? I meant mischievous. Hold on. I don't know if the order of these like activities influence how frequently they do them. But mischievous. If so, then I would like to get that sorted. There we go. And then we have this 5th slot, which when they get older, when they become teens, I'm probably going to add in the be romantic. So they can do that. I mean, as kids, they can't really. But there we go. They have this little bird as the icon, which is so cute. But let them chat with each other. Hopefully have a good time. Now, Vex is hungry, so I'm actually wondering if we should go get some popcorn. Let's grab a serving together, actually! Everyone get popcorn! This is one of the things I love about the Whole-bots. They always have popcorn stocked, so it's not inappropriate to scrounge through their fridge and try and find food, because they have popcorn and you can just eat that, so it doesn't fill up too much of the hunger. And oh, look who's here! It's Calypso! Calypso, hi! What are you doing here? What are you doing here, Calypso? Maybe her family. No, her family's not at the inn because we're at the inn. I don't know. Maybe they made a day trip to Hallgame to discuss the wolves, perhaps? Maybe. Her family's not doing too good. Her father got punished in the previous episode, and that was sad. It was an exciting episode because of that, but it was kind of sad. And then I think her mother had a very lonely birthday. Nobody remembered. Ignatius was off doing something else, and Calypso went to sleep, and she only found out the next day or night when she was having birthday cake, which was so sad. But oh my goodness, these guys. Vex apparently doesn't get along too well with Eldrick. But it's nice to see they're eating popcorn together. It really is. I don't know why Eldrick is so upset. Now, Dorian's a vegetarian. Eldrick, I don't actually know what his trait is. What kind of sim are you, kiddo? I don't know. Can we find out? Can we learn about you? Let's get to know. Oh my goodness. Who's being mean to who? I don't understand. Eldrick, you are being an ass. This is not good. This is not good. Geez. Vex, High Prince Vex does not like Eldrick. Okay, his active, which is so good because his household is crazy to look after. His mother has had such a tough time. Hopefully now that Eldrick's older, he can help out with things on the estate, and his mother will be able to do like other things for herself, like feed. So that'll be great. But okay, I don't know what's going on exactly. He's talking about grilled cheese. And oh my goodness, now what's going on? Now you're yelling at us? Dorian, we're supposed to be friends, my boy. I don't know what's going on here. Now I have noticed this. The kids will go ahead and they will be mean to each other quite often, and I don't know if it's because I've got it kind of put down here. But the thing is, I have all the activities put down, like all the actions, all the social actions. So really, they should have a good balance. And I did this because I didn't want to force friendships. I wanted to force them to hang out sometimes, but how their friendships develop, I wanted that to be kind of up to them. Unless we have like something story-wise going on. Eldrick, What's happening? You know what, guys? I think Eldrick has a problem with High Prince Vex because his parents are not currently favored by the royal family, and maybe he feels a little bit bitter by that fact. He feels upset that the royals are alienating them as such. Maybe he thinks the royals are up on their high horse, and he's not too into that. I don't know, maybe. Vex is so nice, though. Vex hasn't done anything mean. He's getting along well with Dorian. So I don't know. I see them. They're getting along well. But then again, we always assumed Dorian was going to just befriend everyone. And Vex was going to be the kid who was reliant on Dorian's attention and affection, but he was kind of always alone. So that's kind of interesting. But okay, I think it is probably about time, like a whole day's gone by. I think the queen will have discovered where these two have run off to. In fact, with the soldiers running about, I think Lady Ophelia, who saw Vex kind of hanging out with these two, and maybe Vex would have mentioned something to Dorian, like just whispered to him that, oh, I managed to get, because they were talking about the king earlier in the movie, I managed to get father out. So he might have mentioned that, and maybe Ophelia heard that. I think so. Ophelia probably heard, and she sent a message to her best friend, High Queen Leia, letting her know where the king is. So I think we're going to pick up with... Oh my goodness, Dante. Oh, I didn't realize there was a door there. I thought he was just going naked in front of the kids, but he wasn't. I think we're going to pick up at the palace when Vex and Uther I'm back where they should be, according to the High Queen. Okay, we are back at the Royal Palace of Holcane at almost 10 p.m. on Monday. So they didn't escape the palace for too long. It was pretty much just a day trip. I mean, High Prince Vex did say a walk in the woods, right? Queen Leia, High Queen Leia, is not impressed whatsoever because today is supposed to be King Uther's birthday, so she was not resting. They found him after Ophelia kind of let the beans spill of where he was staying at, and he was dragged back to the palace by the guards on his birthday, and he just kind of aged up on his own, but he's not happy. He's gloomy because the game says his birthday was forgotten, like we didn't celebrate, we didn't have a birthday party or a cake, but I don't think that's why he's upset. I think he's upset because he was probably thinking of how his youth, his life is kind of wasted away being a domestic figure, which he never wanted, especially as as High Prince Vex is getting older. And he had an inkling of hope to have some time to himself to continue with his intellectual pursuits when his son, his child of a son, snuck him out. But then he was dragged back at night to the palace, and I think he feels very upset by that. High Queen Leia is not impressed whatsoever. So I think she is going to yell at him, but then she's going to tell him a dramatic story about how there's all sorts of people out there. He is a king. He is, her husband. He is important to the royal family. If anything should have happened to him or to Vex, it would have been terrible for the kingdom. So she's yelled at him because she was upset, but then she's going to go into this dramatic story about how you can't trust people outside, they're always out to get you and such. She's trying to warn him away from being independent, but of course we know she's just overly possessive of him, and she doesn't want him getting used to the idea that he can go out and do things on his own without her permission. So there we go. We have that going on with these two. Now, Vex is waiting for dinner. Actually, dinner just got made. We have some mac and cheese! So he's gonna grab a serving of that. Grab a serving of some mac and cheese. I wonder if Uth is hungry. Not really. The queen, she's fine. These two are tired. They just want to go to bed. So Vex, he is not getting in trouble with his Tetralanalka. I don't think Uther would throw his son under the bus and say, well, it was Vex's idea. He snuck us out. I don't think so. Leia probably is going to ignore the fact that it was her son who kind of took Vex down to the inn. She's gonna probably assume that it was Uther wanting to go for a walk, but she doesn't understand why he would go for an unsupervised walk and be away for a whole day. So she's upset, but obviously she's not going to tell off her lovely prince, who she loves to death. She's not going to do that. She's just going to give Uther peace of her mind, just a little bit. And then once she's made up with him, she is going to encourage him to head to bed. So that's exactly what everyone is going to do. Hi, Queen Leia just woke up. It is very early in the morning at 4:45 a.m. on Tuesday, and she wants to woohoo with King Uther. She is a very willful creature, so she is going to wake him up. Where did he go? She's gonna wake him up, and she is going to demand what she wants. Now, she hasn't eaten yet, she hasn't done anything else. I think she's feeling very anxious that he was away for a whole day and she needs to remind him that he is hers. So she wants to go ahead and woohoo with him. So we're gonna let her do that. And honestly, with these two, I think it was the same last time. I'm not really expecting another baby with them, because Uther doesn't want kids, and Leia's the only one who's going to have that kind of want. But I don't feel as though they have it like often enough for anything to come of it. Now, Vex, meanwhile, look at him, he's taking a bath. He's a bit of a spoilt prince. He has never had to want for anything in his life. That is definitely true. So he's still in that bedroom there, and now he has a big bed all to himself. Even his father doesn't. His father's not allowed to have his own quarters. He must share the queen's chamber, because that is what the queen wishes. Okay, she's much happy, and oh, what was that? Hold on a second. What was that? He wants to go back. He wants to go back to bed. He wants to flirt with Queen Leia. Oh, she's starting to smell. Honey, that is not good. But let's flirt. He's going to acknowledge that she is pretty much the owner of his life. So let's go and flirt. I think he's trying to backtrack a little bit because he knows the queen's upset that he left. So he's trying to chummy up to her. Okay, and then he wants to be friendly with her. Leia, wait. Leia, where are you going? Heartfelt compliment. Oh, she's coming over. Don't worry. He's going to give her a heartfelt compliment. There we go. Just appease her. He wants to kiss Queen Leia. Okay. Here we go. Hopefully the butler's giving them some alone time. And I don't know if their relationship took a bit of a, like, hit from the little escape that it had. Oh, hi, Prince Vex. He came in. He was like, hey, Tetrala Kotyan. And then he saw his Nalka there. And he was like, okay, I'm moving. I'm going. I'll be outside. Meet me in the kitchen when you guys are done. Okay, and then she hasn't had any more wants for him, which is fine. Okay, they need to go about and do their own things now. And we'll see if they have any more wants for each other later on in the day. And we'll probably check in on them then. I thought this was so sweet, but King Uther decided to help High Prince Vex with some of his academy homework. Now, I've been ignoring this for the kids for a long time because I just couldn't see the homework in the inventory, but one of you lovelies let me know, I think in the previous video, that you can actually purchase the homework books from the bookshelves, which I didn't know. I thought you had to have some sort of computer, which you don't, thankfully. So I'm aware of that, and I got High Prince Vex to get his grade school homework. So now he can do that and not have his grades plummet, because it is a risk with these kids since they do stay kids quite a while. So he has some time before he ages up. He's got He's got some time. But I thought we'd work on that a little bit, and no doubt this kind of thing would make King Uther so happy because we know how much he loves to learn and how much he loves teaching. He's all about that. And I think this is just going to be one extra thing for him to bond with his son on. And you're done? I think Vex is done. But okay, guys, with that said, I am going to leave off. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye.